I am Dr. Tony Wendorf. I am a business psychologist down at HMM, downtown Milwaukee. We help businesses, both large and small, with selection assessment in their hiring from C-suite all the way down to entry-level workers. Today we're going to talk about what the cost of a bad hire looks like for a business. The cost of a bad hire can add up to $250,000. There are some things that we don't necessarily think about when we are looking at making a hire. If that hire doesn't work out, oftentimes you have the recruitment fees for the recruiter that you have to pay. We have relocation fees, and then oftentimes there's onboarding, and that onboarding can last several weeks many times, and that can be very expensive. In addition to that, there are many other fees that you don't also think about, so such as, is there a severance package when the person leaves? That can oftentimes be quite pricey. The benefits that they receive while they're there, but really, where I think two of the larger pieces come from is the loss of productivity during the time that the employee is working. And even more important than that is the loss of morale. Can really be killer on team performance. I've always lived kind of with this idea that if you think you're leading but no one's following, you're just taking a walk. And I always laugh and chuckle a little bit about that, but we have people that are very good at managing, and then there are leaders. Those two are very different. When you're looking at leadership capabilities, you have to have the ability to influence. You have to have people want to work with you as opposed to managing things. That loss of morale, if you have somebody that doesn't necessarily understand how to lead someone, it can be killer in a business. I think it really, like we talked about the morale being lower, I think it really impacts trust. When you see high employee turnover, the trust of your employees there, knowing that there's going to be a stable force or a stable leader that has a very clear vision, that begins to get questioned on how stable it'll be in the future. And I think that you have less buy-in from those employees into the vision of the company. Well, you ever meet somebody that your immediate impression is, well, they really connect really well. They have great verbal skills. They can talk with you, and they have found a way to maneuver to make that interaction flow really well. A lot of times in an interview, if there's a great connection, we can miss some of the subtle nuances that may be existing, such as deficits in aptitude testing. For example, we may think that somebody is going to be fantastic for a specific role, and there are many different areas that we're testing objectively, such as our verbal reasoning, quantitative abilities, taking a look at somebody's math skills, their creative problem solving, spatial abilities, their logic, and without specific traits, they may not be very successful in that job. At HMM, we specialize in this. A lot of times a selection assessment is done within a corporation 1 or 2 times a year. This is all we do. So what we have the capability of doing, both in the interviewing skills, a detailed history, we also do objective testing, which cannot be captured through just a basic interview. So our role in this is when they send their final candidates to us, they are ahead of time, they have done some opinion questionnaires, some personality testing. When they come to us on the day of the evaluation, we're doing a very detailed historical probe, if you will, into why they've made certain decisions or changes in their career. In addition, we're doing the regular interview questions that many other HR departments are doing. And when they're completed, there's a third part, which is some additional paperwork and testing really their cognitive abilities, those aptitudes that we had mentioned previously. If you or your company are interested in learning more about the types of selection assessments that we do, please do reach out to us. You can go to our website at humbermm.com or give us a call directly at 414-271-4995.